everybody, Backyard Bullion here. So today we are going to be doing some 50p coin roll hunting. So I've done some of these types of videos before and I really enjoy doing 50p coin roll hunting. We've got the two 50p albums here, the one which has all the generic 50p's, and as you can see, we've got quite a lot going on here. We have nearly all of the 50p's. We've got some of the rarer ones and newer ones still to find, but I have a second folder which I'm working on now to see if we can complete two full sets at some point. Also, we are working on the 50p 2012 Olympic folder. That one is a lot less filled, so hopefully we're going to pick up some of those today. Now, I was hoping, I have to say, that this would be a different video today. I was hoping that this would be the ridiculously huge, giant 1200 ounce unboxing from the European Mint, part of the group order which I've arranged on the Silver Forum. And unfortunately, that has been delayed. Ironically, it's been delayed by the Royal Mint. The very people who I am coin roll hunting with today have messed things up basically with the delivery of the 2 Dragons coin and the 10 ounce Queen's Beast Dragons to Estonia. So it's a little bit ironic that we are waiting for that to be delivered to Estonia only to then be posted back to us here in the UK. But hey ho, that is the way it goes sometimes. But hopefully that will be coming next week. So fingers crossed. We're going to have a ridiculously large unboxing video to go through next week. Now, I don't know quite what we're going to be finding in today's coin roll hunting. Normally, we get a fair few, although I have to say this first bag has proved to be very uneventful. That's a big fat 0 in there. I think the very first time I did this, I picked up something like 40 out of 250 coins, which were special 50p's, which is a pretty good hit rate. I have heard other people doing the coin roll hunting and it's basically turned out to be a flop. So I think I saw someone on the forum mention that they did it and they picked up like 10 out of 250. So I hope we're going to get more than that. There's our first one. We have the Dictionary 50p. So I'm not going to stop through every single 50p that's special that I find. We'll have a look at the end of the video to see what is going to be special and not special, and then obviously fill the folder. I probably will at some point cut and just do a fast forward opening all these bags. But I thought in the meantime I would say hello to everybody, and as I said, that sort of group order delay has been quite a bit of a mission. It's been a number of delays actually that have come out from there. Nothing to do with the European Mint, fortunately, and the European Mint have been very good at keeping me in the know as best as possible. But at the same time, it can be very frustrating for you guys who've joined the group order, because you obviously want to get your silver as soon as possible. And for me, organising it, I want to get it done, because let me tell you, it's a big old mission to do these big group orders, and to have it hanging over my head for, gosh, nearly a month now is not really fun. And I want to get it done so that we can open up the new one. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say group orders, then go over to the Silver Forum. They're a sponsor of my channel, but basically we buy lots of silver from Europe for a lot cheaper than we would if we bought it in the UK. So do go and have a look. Now, you'll notice that some of these 50p's that I'm going through, well, these ones are just the generic ones with the Britannia on them, but there are also, if I can find it, there you go, these ones with the sort of bottom of a shield on there. And those look very cool, but they've been out for a long, long time and they're pretty common. There's another one. We've got the Victoria Cross one. I think I've got 2 of those already, so that's not going to help the folder. But I have to say, this has been quite a sparse bag so far. Not very many special 50p's. Oh, 2 of the same one in that bag. There you go, look at that. You know, the gold, I say the gold, the 2 Battle of Hastings ones. Okay, so that bag picked up 4 in one bag. So you see how quickly it can kind of recover. But the kind of golden 50p, so to speak, the sort of pièce de la résistance, and the real moneymaker is the Kew Gardens 50p. Very rare coin. There we go, it's another one, Commonwealth Games. It's a very rare coin. I think there were only 200,000 of them minted, and when you consider that's a circulation 50p coin, and there will be like hundreds of millions of other regular 50p's, that's a very rare coin. And obviously a lot of them, there's a Battle of Hastings, a lot of them have been already siphoned off into collectors' folders, or kept, or sold, or whatever they may be. So there's not that many of them left out there in circulation, so it could prove to be almost impossible to find them in a traditional coin roll hunting. But of course, if you wanted to buy them, that's why we look for them, because they are currently selling for about £80, £90 sometimes, depending on its condition, I guess. You know, so it's a pretty good coin to find if you can find it. Of course, the ironic thing is if I find it, I probably won't sell it. I'd keep it for my collection, which is always funny. But hey, that's the way it goes. And of course, I've got 2 folders, so collecting 2 of them and getting 2 complete sets is going to be nigh on impossible. But that's the whole point of collecting, and that's why I love coin collecting, and always have, because you get to see all the different coins along the way, and also if you complete that collection, then there's nothing else to do. You've completed the collection. That's a slightly different one. That's a Christopher Ironside, I think, 50p. It looks different, but I've already seen hundreds of them, so we're just going to put that one to one side. When I say hundreds, I mean I've seen like 10, and I don't really need them because I've got them already in the folders, and they're not that special. So yeah, coin collecting. That's you know, one of the draws of it is to not complete the set and have it going on and on and on, so that you know, end up with the set eventually one day. But the chase is what a lot of collectors really like, and that's what I really like about coin collecting and coin roll hunting. Now, of course, for those of you who are watching in the United States, none of these coins can be silver. That is one of the really sad things about UK coinage. We left silver coinage in the 1940s, I think it was. I can't remember the exact date. It's 1946 or something like that. It could be later than that. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then in 1971, I think it was, the UK went completely decimal. So we abandoned all of our old coins, and that meant all of the old silver coins which were in circulation basically didn't become legal tender anymore. So they went out of circulation. So you obviously can't go into the bank now and ask for a bag of half crowns and look through them for the 90%ers or the sort of 50% silver ones. They just don't exist anymore, which is obviously a really sad thing. Now, obviously, there are a lot of them still out there in collectors' kind of circles, and of course, they are silver coins, so they are worth you know, money in terms of collectors. But you can't just go into a bank like you can in the USA and ask for a bag of $half or a bag of half crowns or something. And oh, there we go, fencing. Good old Olympic coin. I'm not sure if I got that one. We'll have to have a look in the folder. But yeah, you can't go into a bank and just ask for a bunch of $half and look through them and get the silver ones. And I really envy those of you out there who are able to do that in the USA. I've seen a number of coin roll hunting channels, and it seems like a no-brainer. If you can go into the bank and pick up a you know, $half, which is worth, I don't know, what, 10 bucks in silver. I might maybe getting my weight wrong. Maybe $8 in silver, and you've only paid 50 cents for it. That's a big old win. And it's a great hobby to do as well, and obviously you've seen quite a lot of YouTube channels getting great success out of that. So, how are we getting on now? We have not got that many coins coming out of here, I have to say. We've probably done, what, maybe half the bag so far? And we found 8. So we're definitely a lot less than the hit rate for previous bags. As I said, the first one, we got something like 40, I think it was, 45. I worked it out as a very high percentage, and a lot of you out there who were watching that video also commented that it was a particularly good bag. But hey ho, that's the way it goes, and you know, we have got some here, so I suppose that's something at least. And you never know, we could, the very last coin in the very last bag could be a Kew Gardens 50p. So let's keep on going to see if we can find them. But I would love to know you guys' stories on coin roll hunting. Have you ever found a really rare coin just in change from a shop, or doing coin roll hunting? Look at that one, that was nice and toned up. Look at that, that must have been, I don't know where that must have been. Someone's probably coloured it in or something. You do find the odd one like that. There's another 50p, sorry, another dictionary 50p. But you do find the odd one that looks like that, which is very weird. It stands out quite nicely. It looks almost like it's been antiqued by somebody. So another Victoria Cross. Of course, some of these. Oh, that's another one. That's the Robert. Oh, what's his name? Robert Bannister, is it? That ran the 5-minute mile, something like that. But yeah, there are some of these which are obviously quite common as special 50p's. Hopefully. We don't get too many of those. Now, one thing that's really cool in the UK, and I probably will do my next coin roll hunting video on this, is the 10p's. So the 10p's in the UK have now come out with a brand new kind of series like this, so we can coin roll hunt for 10p's, and they've brought them out with every letter of the alphabet on them. So hopefully we'll get some cool 10p style coin roll hunting videos in the future. But for the time being, we are stuck with these 50p's, and I have to say it's been not the most eventful of bags to sort through. But we shall endeavour through the rest of these bags and see what we can find. So as I said at the start of the video, big group order, that is going to be coming next week. So you guys watching this video expecting that big group order, the big update is it will definitely be coming next week. That is confirmed. So hopefully that means that you guys will have your coins very soon, if not by the end of next week, or perhaps even before the middle of the week. We'll see. I mean, it depends exactly when it arrives for me. I'm hoping it's going to arrive very soon, and then I can crack on with the unboxing. And it's quite a labour of love to do those big group orders, because obviously I want to do as many kind of videos on those coins as possible to get to show you what everybody's been buying. That's obviously a really cool thing, but also to show you guys what it looks like, what 1200 ounces of silver looks like. That's another Victoria Cross. Look at that, I've got 4 of them. Because 1200 ounces of silver is pretty ridiculous, and I'll have a few things to say about that along the way as well. So that's next weekend, I think. Well, it's probably going to be middle of next week to next week, to next weekend. We'll see how it goes. So this is proving to be a very, very low yield bag. I have to say, there's not a lot of very fancy 50p coins coming out from here. And in fact, I don't think, maybe in the second folder, but certainly in the first folder, I have not got any new slots to fill. But in the second folder there might be a couple, so we'll see how it goes. That's another Christopher Ironside you can see there. So I'm going to put that one to one side because I've already got lots of those. There's a Victoria Cross, that's a different one. I do have, I think, a couple of those already, so that's not a brand new one, which is a shame, obviously. You know, we're looking for some of the latest ones. So the Isaac Newton 50p, that's a really cool one. I really like the look of that one, so that would be a really nice one to get for this collection. And if, by the way, you were looking at those folders earlier in the video, and I'll show them at the end of the video as well, I bought those off eBay. I'll put a link down below to what I bought off eBay, but they are they weren't that expensive. I think they were like £20 a folder, which might seem like quite a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're enjoying your collecting, there's another Olympic one. If you're enjoying your coin collecting and you want to have these for a long time, it makes sense to have a nice folder for them, because previously all of these 50p's for me were just sat in a little bag and I never really saw them or enjoyed them. And it was actually only when I went round to another friend of ours who I had no idea was kind of into collecting coins or anything, but she had a giant collection of 50p coins and £2 coins in the really nice folders, and I asked her where she got them and she just pointed me to eBay, so I'll point you guys in the same direction. But it's a very cool thing to have. There's another one, that's a Benjamin Britten, slightly different. So yeah, it's a really good idea, I think, to have them. And you've seen another Victoria Cross, although a different one actually, so we've got 2 of those now. And you guys have seen, like, I do the US quarter collections, and it's really nice to have it in a nice folder. It's very a good way to visualise everything, so hopefully you guys will like it too. Now, for those of you who are watching this and thinking you might want to try doing a bit of coin roll hunting yourself, I would highly recommend it. It is pretty much a net cost neutral endeavour, because obviously you're only paying 50p per 50p coin when you go to the post office or the bank. And I order mine from the post office, and previously they've been pretty good at yielding good coins, although I have to say today's not been that good. Oh, that's a different one. What we got there? We got Girl Guiding 50p. I think that's something that can go in the folder. Certainly in the second folder anyway. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying, yeah, so I get mine from the post office, and I found that they do a pretty good job. You saw the bag at the start there. It came from, I think, the Central Post Office headquarters in Birmingham. There's an NHS one. But, you know, you can get it from the bank, and it's a cost-neutral hobby, which is really, really exciting. Obviously, you kind of have to essentially pay for the 50p's that perhaps you keep in the folder, but, you know, you're not really losing anything if you want to collect them anyway. There's another dictionary one. You know, you basically just pay 50p for them, and I go straight out from having made this video into my local bank, and they've got a coin counting machine, and you just throw all of the 50p's back in there, and the money's back in the account on the same day that you took it out, which is obviously a really good thing. So, you know, it's not really that much of you know, a cost burden to do. You can obviously ramp it up. You can do lots and lots of 50p's, or you can just do a couple here and there. You know, you can pick up a bag every time you go to the post office. You know, I am playing a lot of squash, and when I go and play squash, I need lots of coins to put in the light meters on the courts. So I'm always in the post office asking them for coins, and every time I get a 50p bag, I just run through it and check through it to make sure I'm not throwing away Kew Gardens 50p. But otherwise, you know, very, very cool. And if you build up a nice rapport with your post office, and this is the cool thing, which is like my little post office where I am, they'll actually look out for 50p coins for you. So I remember coming back from a holiday, and my little post office lady said to me, "Oh, I've got a bag of 50p coins I think you'll be interested in." And she had an entire bag of Peter Rabbit 50p's, which was very cool indeed. So of course I jumped on that and got them. So well worth building a good rapport with your local post office, because they will yield you many dividends in the future, I have no doubt. So we are coming down to the wire. We've only got 3 bags left. It's been a bit of a lackluster haul, I have to say. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, oops, I'm dropping 50p's everywhere. I hope you guys have enjoyed this coin roll hunt, and I know that it's not going to be as exciting as finding silver coins, but really, if we found a Kew Gardens 50p, or the offside rule football 50p coin, that's another really rare one, then let me tell you, it would be quite a fun culmination to the 50p coin roll hunting videos that I do here. But it does not look like that is going to happen today. We are probably just going to be looking at some of these generic ones which we've already had. Just 2 bags left to go. But if you do like this video, I would appreciate if you could put a thumbs up on the video. It's always nice to see some thumbs up coming up there, and it obviously helps sharing everything through the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't subscribed to my channel as well, oh, there's another one, Peter Rabbit. Now I do have lots of Peter Rabbits already, but we've gone like 5 bags there without seeing anything. If you like my channel and you'd like to see more of this, and you'd like to see more coin roll hunting in the future, I will be doing more. As I said, the 10p coins are the next kind of target for me. I'm just waiting, in fact, on some nice folders to display them in before I get some big bags of 10p's and we go through them. But if you like that and you want to see more, then please do hit the subscribe button. And if you're curious about this giant 1200 ounce order of silver which I'm talking about, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because we're going to be having lots of videos about that later on next week. But here we go, nearly there, last bag now. I don't think we're going to hit the jackpot. Could be the very last 50p, you never know. There's a Christopher Ironside. We'll keep one to one side so you guys can see what it looks like, but it's really nothing that special. And we are done. No Kew Gardens. Look at the dirt that comes off those 50p's onto your hands. Not very nice. Circulation coins obviously have all of the dirt and grime and God knows what else. Probably going to get myself a nice bit of man flu now. All of the coins having had people's hands touching them. But there we go. That is what we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 plus a couple of extra Ironsides, so maybe 26, 27 different 50p's, which is okay. It's not as good as the first one we had. So let's have a quick look and see. So that's the complete folder, and well, nearly complete folder, and we've not got anything to add into that. Now we had a couple of Olympic 50p coins. We had fencing, and we had swimming, I think, and that's a Commonwealth Games coin, so that won't fit in this particular folder. So if we get those two, I think I might have both of these already. So yes, we've got fencing already, as you can see there. And then the other one was swimming, and where is the swimming one? Swimming, is it alphabetical? It is, maybe, actually, do you know what? I think this goes in the other one, because this was a different, yeah, there you go, it was the Rio Team GB one, so we've already got that, unfortunately. So those two are not going to be added to the folder. Now then, what else have we got? We've got, oh, look here, we've got one to add. This is the sort of one we found the most of, in fact. Let's get a nice one for the folder. So we've got the Victoria Cross Heroic Axe coin. That one can go in there, if we can fit it in. There we go, nice and snug. We've got an NHS 50p. I know that one was in here, so NHS, very good. And also the Benjamin Britten I've seen as well. So that can go in there, Benjamin Britten. And NHS can go up. Oh wait, hang on, that's a different NHS. So I think we've already got that one. Where is it? I can't find it. Yes, no. There we go. I already have that one. So that's a different NHS coin. Peter Rabbit, though, we know we can put Peter Rabbit in here. So let's put that one down there. So there we go. That's, I think, pretty much it. Let's just double check. So we've got here the Battle of Hastings, which I think is already in here. It's really difficult to tell where they are. Well, let's just look at the blank spots. So no Battle of Hastings in there. We've got the Commonwealth Games one, that one's already in. Basically we're looking for European Union, suffragettes movement, girl guiding. Actually, we had girl guiding, didn't we? One last one to put in, I think. Where's the girl guiding 50p? I'm sure all of you are shouting at me through the camera, saying it's right there, it's right there. I'm definitely sure we got a girl. Ah, there it is. So yeah, I'm sure all of you, I do it the same as well when you guys are watching Coin Roll Hunters and they're missing something, shouting at them through the camera. So I think that's pretty much it from this time round. So there we go. That's all of the ones which are left over. So if you're a 50p Coin Roll Hunter and you want to get some of these, if you haven't got these ones, then do let me know. Just give me a shout down in the comment section. Otherwise, as I said before, if you like this video and you want to see more of the Coin Roll Hunting type videos in the future, then please do make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. And that would be very helpful indeed. So there we go, that is everything. Now it is off to the bank to replace these 50p coins into my bank account. But otherwise, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody for watching. Please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.